What does it mean to research in Jeet Kune Do? And is research alone enough? Hello, everyone. This is Dwight Woods, the Jeet Kune Do Rebel, and welcome to the I Love Jeet Kune Do broadcast number 100, 207. Get it right. This is the one about Bruce Lee and research in Jeet Kune Do. As you're logging in, if you'd be kind enough to say where you're logging in from, hit the like button and feel free to continue doing so throughout the broadcast. If you're catching the simulcast over on the YouTube, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well. If you enjoy my work and you'd like to support the program, please visit jkdrebel.com, click on the Rebel Gear link, and that's where you can see stuff like this, the 4 tenets of Jeet Kune Do t-shirt, short sleeve, long sleeve, hoodie, coffee mug, all that good stuff. But of course, the best thing you can do is to share this video and spread the word about the I Love Jeet Kune Do broadcast. So we hear a lot about how Bruce Lee, and sometimes Dan Inosanto's name is mentioned as well, but we hear about how they researched, and people actually say this, as many martial arts as they could find, as they could come across, and that the results of their research went into the development of Jeet Kune Do. It's a romantic story. And then we even hear about the so-called 27 arts, right, that which were researched and constituted the bulk of Jeet Kune Do sources. But exactly how did Bruce Lee do his research? So we have it on relatively good authority that he read books and that he watched film if and when film was available. And we've all seen the photos of the books in his library, and we're told that Bruce Lee read every one of them. So at some point, we know that Bruce Lee must have realized that there were commonalities between these arts. So like I said in last week's broadcast, something must have informed him along the lines of how to proceed with developing skill or what have you. So reading and making notes is definitely a part of research. But is that all that's required to come to a deep understanding of an art form? If I read a ton of books about sculpting, I can develop a vast knowledge about the history, the development, the different styles, and maybe even about the icons in the field of sculpting. If I collect and listen to a vast amount of jazz music, I could develop such a golden ear that within a few seconds of hearing a song, I could distinguish between Sonny Chris, Sonny Rollins, or Sonny Stitt. But I will not have any genuine experience of sculpting or saxophoning, it's a word, until and unless I learn to get my hands dirty in sculpting, or I start fingering some keys in playing saxophone. So was reading about other arts and perhaps even practicing what he saw in books, whether he practiced on his own or with or against people who were not as highly skilled in those particular arts, was that enough for Bruce Lee to achieve a deep understanding of any art? You can decide that for yourself, right? Don't get me wrong. I think you know that I believe that Bruce Lee was one hell of a genius. And so who knows what he was capable of understanding? Similarly, you'll have to decide for yourself if literary research alone is enough to get you to where you want to get. But other people are going to follow Bruce Lee's advice and about, well, his particular advice about jumping into the water in order to learn how to swim. And we should keep in mind that the martial arts world that evolved after Bruce Lee's death is not at all like the martial arts world in which he lived. Take, for instance, the idea of cross-training. that idea, cross-training in different arts, is so commonly accepted now that it might be hard to get people to believe that there was a time when to do so, when to engage in martial art cross-training was to invite the wrath of one's instructor and to invite the shunning of one's classmates. But today, it's completely different. Everything is so much more readily available. You can go online. In fact, because of in researching for this broadcast, you can go online and find instructional videos on just about every martial art method that's out there. So you could train yourself, or you could get together with some friends and train what you see. In essence, working stuff out for yourself. That would be along the lines, to a certain degree, what Bruce Lee did. But you could also go to experts in these arts and train with them, and that could be a shortcut to gaining expertise. As is said in some Jeet Kune Do circles, the best way to learn how to defend or against something or how to counter something is to learn how to fight with it. And sometimes the best people from whom to learn stuff are the people who train and teach it. So that's my short point for this pre-Christmas season broadcast. So what say you? Do you think, to quote, if not paraphrase, a well-known Jeet Kune Do colleague of mine, just observing a well-trained Jeet Kune Do practitioner can see the pros and cons and can see what to avoid and what to take advantage of, just through mere observation? You think that's actually true? Or would you develop a better understanding of pros and cons, what to avoid, what to take advantage of, by actually training in the thing with people of a high level? Or if not, maybe you do it on your own with, with some friends or what have you, but actually getting into it versus merely observing it. You tell me what you think in the comments below, and that's all I got to say about this video. If you like what you heard, please rate, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Follow me on Twitter at Dwight Woods and on Instagram at Dwight D. Woods. Reminder, over the next 2 Fridays, there will be no Jeet Kune Do Dialogues episodes, Christmas Eve and All Year's Day. So we'll be back on Friday, January 7th. With the 2 mics. Hopefully everything works out fine for that. Today, as you can already see, is a black and white or a gray day. So I'll see some of you next Wednesday for the next issue of the I Love Jeet Kune Do broadcast. Until then, this is Dwight Woods, Jeet Kune Do Rebel, signing off. I hope this new strain, this Omicron thing, is not wreaking havoc in your part of the world. Right. So until then, stay safe. Talk soon.
Now you go exterior, you're going to pull it down into my lap. And lift it up, take it out, cut my throat. I lift, circle, I pull it out, you double check. Right there into the anchor, go into the bicep. Now, you lock that and take the knife away. So I can't follow. Right? You stab me, I go on this. Lift, grab it, and then that's it. Here, exterior. We're going to go interior next. There, and then take it out there. That's it. Now I you check it and go to the bicep. Anchor. That's it. Take it, lift it. Yep, grab the hand. Take it out. That's number 9. 10 does this. When I come in, don't go on the outside, go on the inside. That's what we've been doing? Yeah. So now I jab and take it out. Now I pull down. You lift and circle Boya. there, this hand. I know. So then I go here, go inside Racasta strip. Yep. And then it just, I pull it down. You take it. It's all one-sided drill now. The other hand. Yes, right there. And that's it. There, interior. Yep. Then I go here. Then you circle. Other hand, wide. Just wide. Good. No. Yeah, this is going to be the primary that takes it. Then I go here. Yes. Just I did. Right. There. That's it. That's it. This is number 10. I got 36. No, there's 36 variations that I was taught. I know.